Hello YouTube, once again Don here with Eastern CT Vapor, and I've brought you guys here today because I was going to tell you my vape story and why it is that I vape. And this starts about 3 years ago. I was a proud to be smoker. I had zero intentions on quitting cigarettes, but I was at about 2 packs a day. It was costing me a fortune, unemployed, and the girl that I'm with now, my wife, non-smoker, so she was getting fed up with it. Car stunk like cigarettes, her clothes stunk, everything reeked like cigarettes, and I spending a fortune for something she had nothing to do with. So I says, you know what, I'll pick up on vaping just a little bit, and that'll cut back on the cigarettes. I won't smoke in the house as much. I won't, drag her through my rut of smoking so much, or quite as much, have her stinking as much. So I picked up vaping. I had found it because my brother's fiance had found a vape salesman at a flea market in our local town, Danielson, Connecticut. And she showed me the vape stuff, and I thought it was really cool. It wasn't like one of the blue e-cigs that you get at the gas stations or anything. It had a fire button. You could adjust watts. You could turn it up. You could put different flavors, so that really piqued my interest. So I gave it a shot, and I bought, one of the little starter pens. It puffed just like a cigarette with a mouth-to-lung hit. And it gave the smoking feeling, but as a vaporizer, it didn't stink, and it different flavor, like I just said. And it made me cut back just a little bit. Again, I had no intentions on quitting cigarettes at any point in time with this. But now vaping and buying vape equipment, juices, batteries, coils, all that stuff, plus still smoking, it cut back on the cigarettes some, but I kind of picked up even more with the vape stuff. So now my wife says, listen, it's one or the other. The whole reason you picked up vaping was to cut back on the cigarettes, and it's kind of getting worse. So I toned down way much. I said, you know what, if I'm going to do this vaping, 3 cigarettes a day, 1 in the morning, 1 noon, 1 night. And it got to the point that I started forgetting about the cigarette at that point, because I'd be vaping all day. And what it really came down to is I started dreading that time of the cigarette. I'd be like, it's that cigarette time, and I'd like push myself to do something I really didn't want. And one day I just said, it came time to buy them cigarettes. I says, I got better shit to do. I'm going to spend this money on a bottle of juice instead of a pack of cigarettes. And I never looked back since. Vaping has definitely changed my life. Like I said, I never intended on quitting cigarettes, and now everywhere I go, all my friends that still smoke, they're, I gotta go outside, nobody smokes in my house. Oh, but you vape. It's alright that you vape in here, because it doesn't stink. It's not, bad for the kids. So, I'm allowed to smoke in friends' houses, families' houses. Aunts and uncles, they let me vape in their houses versus cigarettes where I'd have to get booted the hell out because it stinks. Financially, I'm not going to really go there, I guess, because it's a give or take on who you are and how you vape. But health-wise is tremendous, because especially here in Connecticut, when we hit winter times, come winter, I'd be hacking up lungs and spitting out phlegm and this yellow lung butter nastiness. And like I said, no intention to quit. I didn't care about that. Smoking was the cool thing to be. So vaping got me into quitting cigarettes with the zero intention of it. And I am sure that if you were to give vaping a try, the same could happen to you. It is so easy, so simple. So please, if you're out there and you're watching this video, give vaping a shot. Give it at least a week before you just say, it didn't work for me. You can't go through one cycle of a vape or something like that and say it didn't work. Really give it a shot. See what it can do for you. Give it a shot. It's very easy. It's so much better for cigarettes. My doctors even now qualify me as a non-smoker now, and they commend me for it every day. So, to wrap this up, guys, I really hope that this was informative, and I hope even if one person sees this and gives vaping a shot from seeing this, I've made my point. So, for Eastern CT Vapor, guys, this is Don. And remember, pick it up and vape on.